The Viking Island of Berk was a very special village with very special pets, dragons. Dragons and Vikings did not always get along. After years of fearing the winged creatures, a young Viking named Hiccup befriended and trained a dragon named Toothless. Toothless was a rare dragon called a night fury, and Hiccup's best friend. Of course, this started a trend. 5 years later, everyone wanted a dragon of their own. Hiccup had grown into an accomplished and intelligent Viking. He had also scored the girlfriend of his dreams, the fearless Astrid. Hiccup's father, Stoick the Vast, was the chief of Berk. Stoick couldn't wait to pass on the role of chief to his son, but Hiccup worried that he wasn't ready to lead the village. Guy with a giant net rocketed right at them. Astrid leapt off of Stormfly's back and onto Toothless, avoiding the flying web. But Stormfly was caught. The net pulled Stormfly onto a ship occupied by dragon trappers. Toothless was determined to save his friend. He descended onto the boat with a ferocious roar. The head trapper, Eret, son of Eret, was overcome with greed. Soil my britches! That is a night fury! Drago Bloodvist will pay us handsomely to add one of those to his dragon army. But Eret's delight soon turned to dread. Toothless spit fiery blasts at the trappers. They dove fearfully out of the way. Hiccup freed Stormfly by cutting the net with his flaming sword, the Dragon Blade. As the four friends made a swift escape, they heard Eret shouting a final threat. "Enjoy those dragons while you can! Drago is coming for them all!" That evening, Stoick had planned to declare Hiccup the new chief. But Hiccup had something more pressing to report. They were dragon trappers. The guy they work for is building a dragon army. Dargo Bloody Fist or something. Drago Bloodvist? Recognizing the name, Stoick turned ghostly pale. "Get the dragons into their pens," he commanded. "We must prepare for war." "Drago is coming for our dragons," Hiccup disagreed. "We have to find him and change his mind." The chief sighed. Some minds can't be changed. Years ago, Drago Bloodvist attacked a gathering of chieftains. He commanded an army of armored dragons to descend from the sky, torching everything in their path. Men who do terrible things without reason cannot be reasoned with. Maybe he can't be reasoned with, but I'm still going to try. Hiccup jumped onto Toothless's back. Stoick pleaded for his son to stay and guard the people of Berk. Remember, Hiccup, a chief protects his own. but Hiccup ignored his father's advice. The pair tore off defiantly into the night sky. Hiccup and Toothless were racing through the sky when a menacing silhouette of a figure riding a dragon appeared. Without warning, Toothless and Hiccup were swept up by the talons of the masked rider's dragon and carried into the darkness. They emerged in a cavernous chamber filled with hundreds of exotic dragons. Hiccup faced his captor. "Who are you?" he demanded. The rider slowly revealed her face. A mother never forgets. Hiccup could not believe his eyes. It was his mother, Valka. Stoick and Hiccup had always believed that she had died during a dragon raid when Hiccup was a baby. "You've been here? For 20 years? "Yes," Valka confirmed. "I always believed that dragons were intelligent, gentle creatures, but no one else on Berk thought peace was possible. I worried that if I returned home with my dragon friends, I would put my family in danger." "If only I had known that you took after me, that my son is also a protector of dragons." Hiccup took in his surroundings. "This is Dragon Mountain," explained Valka, "home of the great Bewilderbeast. He protects us. We all live under his command. All but the dragon babies," she laughed, "who listen to no one." Days had passed since Hiccup's departure, and the Vikings on Berk were becoming concerned. "I don't like it. He should have been back by now," worried Astrid. "What if Drago shot them down? What if they've been captured? We have to find them! Come on!" Astrid led her friends to the only person she knew who could take them to Drago. On the trapper's ship, Arit was getting nervous. "We need to deliver Drago some dragons fast!" A swoosh from above rocked the mighty vessel. "Careful what you wish for!" Astrid and Stormfly swooped onto the deck with an army of Vikings and dragons in tow. "This is a kidnapping! Show us the way to Drago!" Arit led the gang to a massive flotilla, but they did not arrive unseen. Darts flew through the air, striking and paralyzing the Vikings' dragons, but Astrid refused to give up hope. "Hiccup will save us! He is the greatest dragon master in the world!" Drago was enraged. "I alone control the dragons! Pull anchor! We finish what we came for, then we finish Berk!" On Dragon Mountain, Hiccup told Valka about his plan to reason with Drago. "This is great! Now you and I can go talk to Drago together. We have to find him! He's coming for our dragons!" Hiccup exclaimed. "Drago is an evil man. He cannot be reasoned with," Valka assured her son. The bewilderbeast will keep us safe. He is the alpha species and king of all dragons. Heavy booms reverberated through Valka's fortress. Valka and Hiccup rushed outside, only to find Drago's armada swarming the lagoon below. His forces covered the beach, and catapults were taking down the mountain's icy defenses. Whatever comes, keep hitting the mountain. We need to draw the Alpha out, Drago commanded. Astrid and her team of dragon riders escaped from Drago's ship and joined the battle. Valka soared through the towering spikes of ice on her dragon, Cloud Jumper. An earth-trembling roar shook the mountain as the bewilderbeast rose behind her. Drago was delighted. The Alpha! Now we have a fight! You cannot take our dragons, called by the Alpha. Drago snarled. A massive chain rose from the water and torpedoed toward the surface. It was a second bewilderbeast. With a devastating swipe, Drago's bewilderbeast defeated Valka's and became the new Alpha. In its first act as the Alpha, Drago's bewilderbeast let out a massive bellow, calling all of the Vikings' dragons to its side, even Toothless. Gather the men and meet at Berk, Drago commanded. Hiccup mustered all his courage. I have a plan, he announced. We're going back. Drago has all the dragons, but the babies don't listen to anyone, not even the Alpha. Valka led the Vikings to the unruly baby dragons, and they all flew back to Berk. When Hiccup and the others arrived on Berk, all of Berk's dragons had fallen under the spell of Drago's evil bewilderbeast. Distract the Alpha, Hiccup shouted. Try to keep his focus off of Toothless. Drago rode on the back of Toothless, who was entranced by the bewilderbeast's power. He's not yours anymore, Drago snapped, swinging a massive bullhook. But please, oh great dragon master, try and take him. Hiccup looked Toothless in the eye. Please, you are my best friend. I won't leave you. I won't let you go, he pleaded. The loyal dragon snatched the bullhook in his jaws and pulled hard, hurling Drago from his back with a rumbling growl. The vanquished enemy leapt back onto the bewilderbeast and swam far away into the misty ocean, never to be seen or heard from again. With the evil Alpha gone, the dragons of Berk were all free of his spell. Hiccup embraced his best friend. Toothless's love for Hiccup was stronger than anything in the world, even the control of Drago's bewilderbeast. The citizens of the island applauded Hiccup for his bravery. After defeating Drago, the young heir knew in his heart that he had the courage to make a great leader. Hiccup accepted the title of chief with humility and pride. Hiccup confidently addressed his fellow Vikings for the first time as their chief. "We may be small in number, but we stand for something bigger than anything the world can pit against us. Oh, sure, they have armies and they have armadas, but we have our dragons!" The end.